Our computer is picking up a strange signal. Here, sir, you better take a look at it.
Hello dear listener, and welcome to episode 70 of Life Through a Prism with your host Rob Tierney. Today we're going to take a look at an article from abc.net.au/news entitled A-League player Josh Cavallo reveals death threats he received since coming out as gay, written by Josephine Lim, dated Wednesday 19th of March 2025. This article may be distressing for some listeners, so please look after yourself, and if you need to talk to someone, some points of contact will be in the show notes. Adelaide United defender Josh Cavallo, Australia's first openly gay male professional footballer, says he still receives daily death threats since coming out more than 3 years ago. Speaking to Fifth Pro's Footballers Unfiltered podcast with former English footballer Joe Hart, Cavallo shared how coming out when he was 21 years old brought a swell of toxicity and negativity into his life. The player publicly announced he was gay in October 2021, becoming the first footballer to open up about his sexuality while playing in the A-League men's competition. Almost 4 years on, the 25-year-old said while coming out publicly was, quote, the best move and decision, unquote, he had made. There had been, quote, mountains of downside, unquote, that many did not realise. Why hasn't this happened in football? Why has no one ever come out to be themselves and be successful and play, he told the podcast. And I understand that now looking back, all the negativity, all the things that come your way, there's multiple death threats that come my way daily still, and it's quite sad to see. Cavallo said he did not expect the level of toxicity on social media when he first came out publicly. It's a constant thing for me, unfortunately. I step onto the field or I get injured or something happens in my football. It's all got to do with my sexuality. I still think we're a very, very long way from being accepted in this space, unfortunately. He told ABC that despite being on the receiving end of abuse, he still had positive experiences meeting people who were inspired and encouraged by his advocacy. In my everyday life, I'd be at the local shops, I'd be at the local cafe, and a little child would come up to me and know who I am, and speak to me and say how I guided them and how I give them courage to come out at school, he said. On the other side, opening my social media this morning, it was quite disturbing reading the comments that got sent my way. Beyond awful, Premier says. Proud to Play, a grassroots non-for-profit organisation that aims to create safe and welcoming sporting spaces for queer and gender diverse people, said experiences like Cavallo's were all too familiar. Community Development Officer Cade Matthews said the level of abuse was, quote, not surprising to me at all, unquote, but said it reflected systematic problems that were not confined to elite level. The problem that we're trying to address isn't actually at this top level with random people on the internet. It's the whole culture that we've got around sport, he said. The mentality of banter and quote-unquote friendly jokes is really harmful, and we've just got to reframe how we look at our teammates with respect. But Mr. Matthews said that changing the culture was not about fundamentally changing sport itself. The homophobic language by fans of AFL and rugby and other sports by players, by coaches, isn't taught at the National League level. It's happening in under 10s, under 12s, under 15s. That's where we've really got to change space and make those welcoming environments feed all the way up. Just having it at the top level club isn't enough. Just having it in under 10s isn't enough. We need to do the whole lot. South Australian Premier Peter Malinauskas said it was awful to hear of the daily vitriol over to Cavallo. To hear news of these death threats is really awful. I mean, beyond awful. It's unacceptable, he said. It speaks to a degree of cowardice that we know that exists in the community, but here in South Australia, I'm very proud of the fact that it, of course, represents the smallest of minorities of people. Mr. Malinukis said Cavallo deserved a lot of credit for his courage. Speaking out the way he has, I think he deserves recognition for that, he said. The footballer said before coming out he felt isolated, would think up cover stories and would not hang out with his teammates in fear of being caught out in my lies. There was a 24/7 act on top of trying to be the best athlete you can possibly be every day for football, he said. Cavallo said telling his coach and assistant coach and later his teammates felt like 15 kilos of weight has been lifted off my shoulders, he said. He said when Adelaide United released an emotional video of his announcement in 2021, the post changed perspectives around the world and definitely took the world of football for a shock. It's obviously moved mountains of people and influenced a lot of people and made so much progression in the game, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, he said. Adelaide United said on Wednesday it was aware of the ongoing abuse Cavallo had been receiving on social media and that the club stood firmly in support of him. We will continue to support Josh both on and off the pitch, ensuring he has everything he needs to feel safe and valued as a member of our Reds family, the club said in a statement. That's why we are committed to ongoing education and visibility initiatives, such as pride celebrations in the A-Leagues, to drive meaningful change and promote inclusivity in football. Josh continues to illustrate his courage, and we have no doubt by continuing to tell his story, he is positively impacting the lives of many across the community, which we as a club are incredibly proud of. In 2022, A-League club Melbourne Victory was handed a $5,000 fine over homophobic abuse from fans directed at Cavallo. At the time, Football Australia said the Victory had promptly denounced its fans' behaviour and the $5,000 would be used to further invest in LGBTQ+ awareness and education initiatives in football. Cavallo said he was proud to be his authentic self while playing top-tier football. I think football has a space for people like me, and I'm really proud to be wearing the flag and really proud to be the representation of LGBTQ+ community, he said. So listeners, a question. In a lot of sports, when a goal is kicked, a touchdown made, a wicket taken, a pat on the buttocks or a big hug occurs. That is okay. What do you think makes it different when anyone in the LGBTIQA+ community does it? Is it wrong or questionable? Are we so fixated as a Western outlook that everything that is done by someone who is not straight is inherently undertoned with sexuality? And another question, dear listener, is there somebody in your community, somebody in your life that has come out and has really made it easier or helpful for you on your journey? Would love to hear your thoughts. Let's have a conversation. Till next time. Take care, and bye for now.